My dear students, we have already done introduction and summary of first chapter of Flamingo Prose, the last lesson. And today I am going to start with the explanation part. So let us start. I started for school very late. Here I refers to little French, okay? So I started for school very late that morning and was in great dread. The meaning is given: fear of a scolding, especially because M. Hamel had said that he would question us. Question on participles he would ask, and because I did not know the first word about them, because I had not prepared anything, so I was fearful. For a moment I thought of running away and spending the day out of doors. French like to sit outdoors, enjoy the nature. It was so warm, so bright. The birds were chirping at the edge of the woods and in the open field back of the sawmill. Sawmill means wood cutting mill. The Prussian soldiers were drilling. Drilling means doing training sessions. It was all much more tempting than the rule for participles, but I had the strength to resist. So at that moment, little French wanted to watch these things, and it was much more interesting than participles, but he had to resist himself, stop himself, and so he hurried off to school. He went to school fast. When I passed the town hall, there was a crowd in front of the bulletin board, a kind of notice board. For the last 2 years, all our bad news had come from there. So that was the source of information in the last 2 years, whether it is about the lost battles or any other written work or any orders of the commanding officers. And I thought to myself, without stopping, what can be the matter now? So he wanted to stop there and know what is the matter right now, but he could not. Now next page. Then, as I hurried by as fast as I could, I saw the blacksmith's watcher. Here watcher is actually a German word that means guard, watchman, but here blacksmith, who was there with his apprentice reading the bulletin, called after me. Don't go so fast, bub. Bub means small boy. You will get to your school in plenty of time. Means you have enough time. You need not to rush. I thought he was making fun of me. So I did not pay attention to him and reached M. Hamel's little garden, all out of breath. Usually when school began, there was a great bustle. Means a lot of activities done by the children who are excited, which could be heard out in the street. The opening and closing of desk, lessons repeated in unison, together in a harmony, very loud, with our hands over our ears to understand better, and the teacher's great ruler tapping on the table. But now it was all so still. I had counted on the commotion. I had expected that there would be disturbance to get to my desk without being seen. I would be able to enter the class and sit on the desk without being noticed. But of course, that day everything had to be as quiet as Sunday morning. Through the window I saw my classmates already in their places, and M. Hamel, he was walking up and down with his terrible iron ruler under his arm. I had to open the door and go in before everybody. You can imagine how I blushed. It was very embarrassing for me because that day I wanted to enter stealthily and I had to go in front of everyone. So I was embarrassed, I was blushed, and I was frightened also. But nothing happened. M. Hamel saw me and said very kindly,